We're back! Targil! Great timing, hello! Plot twists have been abound, and we're finally getting more of the story of Layton and Claire.
Well, Luke, as it turns out, Dimitri and I weren't the only ones with strong feelings for Claire.
No way! You mean...
What? Don't act so surprised. I have feelings too, you know.
Thanks for meeting me on such short notice, Herschel.
Oh, no. It's my pleasure.
Here, this is for you.
What is it?
A letter, of course. Read it at home.
Why don't you just tell me what it says? I'm right here, after all.
My, you're making this quite difficult. What I want to say is, well, in short, this.
Layton! You! You will pay for this someday!
What was that?
Huh?
Layton has been my arch nemesis ever since that fateful day.
You have no idea how hard I had to work to keep that laugh in. God damn it. I think I love Don Paolo. Only in the Layton games would they make someone's hairstyle be an indicator of a major moment in the character's history and life. Oh, Don Paolo, please! I'm sorry. Don't take this wrong way.
I see.
Yes, though it's worth mentioning that I had no inkling of Paul's crush until he told me himself. He was in the year above me at university. Imagine my surprise when I learned that Don Paolo was none other than my old classmate, Paul.
Oh, so that's why you're calling him Paul. That makes more sense.
I had no idea you'd been through so much. Sorry for being so mean to you, Paul.
And Luke expresses what every single Layton fan feels up until this point.
Ugh. Spare me your sappy sympathy. And my name is Don Paolo. Address me as such, boy.
Anyway, you put on quite the performance, Don Paolo. With you distracting Dimitri, I had just enough time to do some sleuthing in the area.
So that's what you were up to while we were climbing the pagoda. Did you find anything?
Yes, but I need to confirm a few facts before I can connect all the dots.
Then it sounds like that should be our next move. Where to, Professor?
Oh, I'll let you ponder that for yourself. But first, we should head back to the hotel. Flora and the other Luke are waiting for us there.
Yes, I'll save. This game. Oh, it's even making me care about Don Paolo. Chapter 10. Across the Thames. Ah! No, what happened? Why? Puzzlet. That murderess. Luke, do you see what I see? I do. He had another banana peel sticking up in the middle of the road. I'll go pick it up. Not so fast. Why? What's wrong? Oh wait, let me guess. You got another banana puzzle for me. Oh, right you are, blood boy. Puzzle number 98, Slippery Trip. 3, worth 50 picarets. Make your way from the start to the goal. Be wary of banana peels. Whenever you step on one, you'll slide without stopping until you hit a wall. Can you find your way through the slippery streets? Tap the red arrows to move. Okie dokie. So we can't approach from there, and we can't approach from there. So we have to approach from here. To do that, we have to go here, here. Oh boy. Houston may have a problem. No, wait! No, it's not gonna be that easy, is it? Okay, so we can't go this way. So that'll take us away. We can't go this way, so we have to go... I'm gonna mark with a red when we're moving Layton. Have to go here, so we're gonna be stuck doing that. And we can't go up and to the right. We go down. Okay, from here we can't go up, so we have to go right. We go up here. Oh! Then we just... no. Then we just come back and go up there. So it's that easy. Alright. I'm gonna make sure to follow the memo very closely. Alright. This is a 50 picaret puzzle.
This one's as good as solved. No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Fruitastic! Here's something you might not know about bananas. Their peels actually contain a bit of poison, though only a minuscule amount. It's probably not a good idea to eat banana peels, no matter how wasteful you might think it is to toss them. These banana peels are all over town. Do people in the future just love littering or something? With as many banana peels as we've encountered, it honestly wouldn't surprise me. Ooh, a gardener sticker. Yay. Alright, let's get out of here. I need to find Puzzlette. I don't want to waste too much time getting back to the hotel, so let's take the railway. Sounds good to me. Fine, and this is where we part ways. Got other things to take care of. You sure you're not running off somewhere to formulate an evil plan of some sort? Now why would you ever accuse me of that? Truly, I'm wounded. I'm just gonna work on a bit of a pet project of mine that I've been meaning to finish. Very well, Paul. Meet up with us later when you're done. You can find us. Can it, Layton? I'm not a fool. I know where to find you. And now he's gone. Are you sure it's safe to let him wander around on his own like that? I understand your concern, Luke, but I think we could trust him this time. You say so, Professor? He must have cared an awful lot for Claire if losing her is what turned him into Don Paolo. He certainly was infatuated. But enough about that subject for now. We have work to do. Let's get moving, Luke. I still don't know where we're going, especially now that we know future Layton is fake. Well, in light of these new developments, our first priority is to liberate the Prime Minister. Dimitri fled the Towering Pagoda with Mr. Hawks, so he clearly has another hideout in the area. And we're going to find the other base! Got it! Oh, but first we need to get to the hotel. That's right. We need to go pick up Flora. Hopefully she and Big Luke made it back to the hotel safely. We can get back to Flatstone Street in a jiff if we take the Underground Railway. Now I just need to remember where Puzzlette is, because I want to go see her first. Hey! It's the Inspector! Blast. Which one is it now? You look deep in thought there, Inspector. Have you found any new information on your case? Ah, Layton. Just the man I was looking for. You see, I've uncovered a clue that has simply stumped me. Take a look for yourself. Puzzle number 105, Fingerprint, worth 15 picarets. A fingerprint was recently discovered at the scene of an unsolved crime. 4 prime suspects have been rounded up and brought to the station. Compare the fingerprints of A, B, C, and D to the fingerprint shown below the magnifying glass and identify the guilty culprit. Really? It has to be... You're trying to trick me into thinking it's B, aren't you? Because A is reversed. It's A, because if you put a fingerprint, it does get reversed, doesn't it?
Let's see if I've got this right. Well, that's settled.
Solved. Suspect A is guilty of the crime. At first glance, B looks like a possible match, but the print left at the scene is a mirror image of the criminal's finger. That's it. Now I just need to track down the fiend who committed the crime. Inspector, aren't you supposed to be searching for the Prime Minister right now? Listen, lad, a man of the law can't ignore one case simply because he's busy with another. It's the duty of every officer to assist and defend the citizens of our fair city. That's how I work, even in places lawless and overrun with criminal activity as this one. Yes, even as this den of depravity, I will ensure that the spirit of Scotland Yard burns bright. I'm sure the citizens of this London are very grateful for your efforts, Inspector. Yeah, and maybe along the way you'll find some clues to help track down the Prime Minister. I suppose you have anything. Nose, stop bugging me. The breeze today is so nice. I wish my hubby would come home so we can go home on a picnic. Go on a picnic. She's still waiting for him to go on a picnic. There's no crime to be organized in a peaceful park like this. How terribly boring. If things are too slow for you here, why not move someplace some more exciting? What if I could, boy? I couldn't very well leave my post here. In that case, why not use some of your time here to do something productive? I'll have to make up puzzles when I have some time for myself. Here, I'll share one with you. Puzzle number 59, leapfrogs worth 30 picarettes. Oh, it's this one again. 4 frogs sitting atop logs in a bog. Leap them around so each frog's color matches the ribbon tied to its post. Here are the rules. You can hop to an empty adjacent log. There's an empty log 1 frog over. You can leap over the frog. You can't leap over 2 frogs at the same time. Yeah, we've done this one before, though.
This one's as good as solved. I knew it!
Hip hop hooray! Were you able to move it and do it in only 8 moves? No. I don't like it when you try and make me do it in less moves game. It hurts my brain. Yeah, that's some brain you got there, boy. I like you, so I'm gonna give you some advice that may just save your hide someday. Stay away from the family. I'm a nice guy, but I can't say the same for the men I work with. Stay out of our way, you've got nothing to worry about. Ooh, a delivery request. Let's do that. They get pretty hard now. Oh, yeah, I've got a ton uncompleted. Sorry. I should have muted the mic for that. My bad. Doubt that'll be enough. Yep. This one's actually pretty tricky also. Why would you have these up here? What are you expecting me to do with this up here? Trick me? Is that what you're here for? To ruin my poor brain's bad problem-solving skills? That sounds like something you would do, game. Boing! No, dear. That didn't work. For several reasons. I think I've done this one before, but still, I want to give it a look. No, that one's just too angled. And this definitely didn't work. See if something funny happens. Nope. These delivery ones are starting to stump me real bad. Alright, well, we'll worry about those later. Like I said, we'll probably do like at some point when we're even closer to the end of the game, I might just have us all work together, not looking up solutions, to try and figure some of those out. That sounds like it'd be fun. Wait, you must be Don Paolo. Wait a moment. How did you manage to get here? Yeah, impressed, are you? Let's just say I have ways of making the impossible possible. I could have sworn that was Don Paolo in disguise. Ugh! Every time you talk to me, I feel like I'm having a heart attack, so quit it already. If I were you, I'd seriously consider losing the hat. Oh, that right, this is a woman. My bad. What's wrong with my hat? Let's just say you look like you could, it could get you in a bit of trouble. Yeah, English. I can speak it, I swear. Alright, where was that bloody place? Oh. One more down, I think? Here it is. What? Oh, it's a phone to contact Puzzlet. Alright, let's solve these missed puzzles. Number 76 around the table worth 40 picarettes. One day, King Arthur invited a number of honored guests to dine at his table of tables. Everyone took their seats at evenly spaced intervals from one another. After sitting down, two lovely women in attendance, Guinevere and Nimue, were amused to find that neither of them saw a woman sitting left, right, or directly across the table. What's the minimum number of people that could be sitting at the round table? Table. Woman, male, male, male. If they're evenly spaced, and there has to be two women, One, two, three, four, five, six. I think it's 6.
This one's as good as solved.
If it's not 6, then it's 5.
I don't know what to say. This one's as good as solved. No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
A noble answer. 5 people is correct. The image above shows how they could be seated around the round table. The tricky part is realizing that no one is sitting directly across from any diners. If you're interested in characters mentioned in the puzzle, be sure to read up on the Legend of King Arthur. That's it. Sneaky game. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, next. Paradox got a new delivery request. Wheat stash. Wheat. Wheat. Don't you start, chat. Number 82 wheat stash worth 30 picarettes. To stockpile some wheat in case of a future shortage, you decide to mill some of your grain into flour and stash it away somewhere safe and dry. I call some bullshit on that. You've rustled up 3 different boxes suitable for storage. Which one of the containers will store the most flour? You want me to say B? I have no way of measuring the sizes of these, though. Why don't I just flip A over?
This one's as good as solved. No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
The answer could only be the obvious answer, because they gave me no way of measuring them all, so it had to be the one that made that was the most obvious way to do it. So if you just flipped it over, wait! Box A is correct. If you turn it upside down, it stores the most flour. See, yeah, it was the only thing that made sense. Alright. Shelved books. Puzzle number 83, shelved books for 30 picarets. Arrange the 5 books below into the green bookshelf following these rules. No books can go left of the brown book. Only the blue book can touch the brown book. The yellow book goes to the left of the white book. The blue book must touch the purple book. The white book needs to be sandwiched between the yellow and purple books and cannot touch any others. Empty space big enough for one book must be left next to the yellow book. Can I not rotate you guys? No, you're kind of stuck that way? Okay. Only the blue book can touch the brown book. So that means blue has to be either bottom or top. Or it has the empty space. No, the yellow book just goes on top, because then it'd have to empty a space. There's no way you can have an empty space in between. So yeah. So, the yellow book has to be on top. The blue book... Wait, what? Only the blue book can touch the brown book. Oh no, that means the brown book is on bottom. And that means the purple book has to touch the blue book. The white book needs to be sandwiched between the yellow and purple books and not touch any others. And there. And there's space for one more book.
Here's my answer.
No.
I guess it's back to the drawing board.
All the conditions are met, though. No books can go... Wait, left? I can rotate. God damn it. Stop. Let me rotate you. Thank you. Okay. Yellow. White. Purple. Blue. That is obviously blue, that is obviously brown. What the hell are you doing, Haven? But it says there has to be space for a book. And must be to the left of the yellow book. What? Aha, I think I'm beginning to get it. There's a reason why they're differently sized. And why the blue and the brown fit perfectly in there on that size. Actually, this is a bit confusing. Wow, I'm usually really good at these ones, but this one requires a different logic than usual. No books can go to the left of the brown book. That's fine, this way that happens. Only the blue book can touch the brown book, that way this happens. Yellow book goes to the left of the white book. Come on, rotate. Thank you. Unless I can break physics, like this, that ain't working. See, now I'm back to this. No books can go left of the brown book, so that means it must touch the far left side. Yes, we've got that. The third and fifth rules tell you how to arrange the yellow, white, and purple books. From left to right, put them in exactly that order. Done that. Second and fourth rules should give you a good idea about where to place the blue book. However, if all the books are placed vertically, you'll never solve this puzzle. Keep this in mind, you'll find that the only place you can put the blue book But this works. It's not gonna be that silly, is it?
How about this? I guess it's back to the drawing board.
But the conditions are met. Except, no, one of them isn't. My bad. It says the yellow book goes to the left of the white book, right. And I can't do that this way. Right, that condition keeps screwing me. And I can't rotate it in anything other than 90 degrees. So I can't put this, like, resting diagonally. This doesn't work because there's not room for a book here. And this isn't sandwiched, and damn it! Damn it. I was so close.
This one's as good as solved.
I'm usually good at those kind of puzzles, but that one switch.
I knew it!
Oh god, that was awful. My notification is in the totally wrong place. I'm sorry. Thank you for the follow of somebody whose name I cannot read. There. That should fix it for next time. Book smart. Placing the blue book sideways and top is a key. Alright, Sam's allowance. Puzzle number 87, Sam's allowance, worth 30 picarets. 3 boys are admiring a toy car on sale for £12. If Pete and I pooled our allowances, we could buy this car together in 2 weeks. Well, Pete and I could buy it in 3 weeks. It would take you guys 6 weeks to save up enough. All allowances are received weekly. How many pounds is Sam's weekly allowance? Okay. Alright, we'll call Jeff X, Sam Y, and Pete Z. X plus, and the car will equal C. 12 equals C. So X plus Z equals 6 a week. Because 2 weeks they would be able to equal 12. Sam says, well, Pete and I, so Y plus Z equals, buy it in 3 weeks. So that would be 4 a week. Elementary math, yep. It would take you guys 6 weeks if you saved up enough. So X plus Y equals 2. So these two are only getting 1 a week? Wow, that's harsh. Wait, no. Yeah, they're only getting 1 a week. So... fuck. That doesn't make any sense. No, that doesn't work at all. Z would equal 2 different values. If Pete and I pooled our allowances, we could buy this car together in 2 weeks. So X plus Z equals 6. What are you doing to me, game? Pete and I could could buy it in 3 weeks. I'm assuming these two guys are equal allowances. That might not be the case. One of them might be like 50 cents a week or something like that. I kind of doubt it, though. That doesn't strike me as something this game would do. What the hell are you doing to me, game? Yeah, like Tarkill says, this should be elementary math. What's going on? Okay, Momo. I look forward to whatever else this game has to throw at me. What is going on? I'm gonna get some hints as to this. 3 equations, 3 variables. Right. Look at it that way. That's a very good way to look at it, Targil. X equals Z minus 6. Or, no, I'm sorry, 6 minus Z. Y equals 4 minus Z. X also equals 2 minus Y, and Y equals 2 minus X. I'm still not getting it. Come on. What's going on here? Don't overthink it. Try plugging in some different variables and see what you're coming up with. Okay, let's just say Z equals 4. That means he would get 8. X would be 2. 4, 2. Y would have to equal 0. You sneaky fucks. One of them doesn't get an allowance, do they? Sam's weekly allowance is 0!
How about this?
You son of a bitch!
That's a relief.
Yes, you hit the nail on the head. 0 pounds is correct. Sam doesn't get an allowance. For the record, Jeff gets 2 pounds weight and Pete gets 4. You sneaky little... God. We'll solve the discount. Number 88, the discount. Puzzle worth 30 picarets. This shop only sells 3 different items for 1, 2, or 3 pounds. If you buy 2 of the same item, you can buy a third of that item for half price. Bought 6 items and paid 9.5 pounds. How many of each 1, 2, or 3 pound item did you buy? You bought at least 1 of each, and there's no tax. Alright, this one is another math problem! Alright, so to get 0.5, it wouldn't be one of these. It wouldn't be one of these, because when you'd get half price, it has to be a 0.5. So if you did that, bought 6 items, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'd only be able to buy 1 more. That's 3, 6, 7.5, 9.5, 1. So it can't be these. So it has to be this. So 1, 2, 2.5, 4.5, 7.5. And I buy 9.5 worth. So it has to be this.
Here's my answer. I knew it!
Splendid! You bought 3 1-pound items, 2 2-pound item, and 1 3-pound item. To get 0.5 pounds, you have to buy 3 of either 1 pound or 3-pound item. But you knew that already, didn't you? Alright. Bricks and Bullion. We're, number 139, worth 50 picarets. This is gonna suck! Oh, goody. A rowdy band of thieves was apprehended just before they could execute their boss's orders. These here 10 bars of gold fit right into that there brick wall. Nobody will be the wiser. We'll stash them there until the heat dies down. I almost forgot the most important part. Don't go putting bigger bars on top of any littler ones, okay? Sounds like a plan, boys? Then get to it. Are these orders even possible? Place all the gold bars in to find out. Ew. Ew. Why would you do this to me, game? Stop putting them up there. Stop it! Can't do that. Gosh darn it, game. Behave yourself. Three long there, 2 long there, 4 long there, 3 long. This one wasn't too bad.
Let's see if I've got this right. Just as I suspected.
Golden! What a clever way to hide that bullion. The boss was a smart guy after all. Alright, that's all the missing puzzles. We're free to move on. The murderers who killed the bee. You still have nothing to say? Nope, you have nothing to say. You have anything to say? Nope. We don't have Flora around, so he's not interested in talking to us. So, let me get this straight. Dimitri is building a time machine to go back into the past and save Claire. Correct. Or at least that's what he said. Funny, we ran through every floor of the pagoda and I didn't see anything resembling a time machine. Excellent observation, my boy. Dimitri clearly had a destination in mind when he ran from the towering pagoda. I think he was heading to another base of his, the facility where he performs his time travel research. Is that what you were looking for while you scaled the tower with Don Paolo? Yes, in part anyway. I'll lay everything out for you once we catch up with Flora. Until then, I challenge you to think about the situation on your own. Nope. Oh, hi there, Becky. On your way out? Sure am. The elder gentleman staying with us asked me to run an errand for him. Do you mean Dean Delmona? Yeah, that's the one. What do you think of a man with so little hair needs a tub of pomade for? Pomade? To style that little tuft. Weird, right? Still, you can't blame a guy for trying to stay stylish in his old age. That is quite curious. You just never struck me as the pomade type. Oh, and while we're on the subject of shopping trips, I actually have an issue I'd like your help with. Puzzle number 131, a pricey pen, worth 30 picarets. Why does Don Paolo need hair gel? I bought this beautiful one-of-a-kind fountain pen from a luxury boutique for 10% off the original price of only $3,000! When I showed it to my friend, she took one look at it and just had to have it. She offered to pay me 10% more than what I'd paid. I love the pen, but I just couldn't say no. Overall, how much did I gain or lose by selling the pen to my friend? Be sure to put a minus sign in front of the answer in case of a loss. Okay. For 10% off the original price of only $3,000. So you bought it for $2,700. When I showed it to my friend, she took one look at it and just had to have it. She offered to pay me 10% more than what I'd paid. So she offered to pay you $270 more. So $297.00. Yes, I know. 2,970. I'll say it right for you people. I couldn't say no. Overall, how much did I gain or lose by selling the pen to my friend? You lost $30. Oops. That is the weirdest 3 I've ever written. Oh, come on, game.
Let's see if I've got this right. I was sure my logic was sound.
Wait, no, she paid 200. Why am I an idiot? It's minus 30 from the original price, sure, but what the hell? Why am I an idiot? You... Oi, you gained $270. That was a 2 game, you know it was a 2.
I've got a good feeling about this one. Just as I suspected.
You got it. She'll make a profit of $270. The pen was originally bought for 10% off of $3,000, which is $2,700. Sold for 10% more, which is $2,970. Makes for a profit of $2,970 minus $2,700, which is $270. If you're buying a pen for $2,700, what do you care about making a profit of $270? I knew you'd figured it out, Professor. No, I had a question for Mr. Delmona, but he disappeared when I wasn't looking. Oh well. Oh, and please don't tell him I was wondering about the deal with his pomade, okay? I'll even give you a little something for keeping the matter hush-hush. A new course for the car. Cool. We'll do that later. Oh, now it all makes sense. Don Paolo was posing as Dean Delmona. The pomade was for Don Paolo. Precisely. Of course, he did away with that disguise once I persuaded him to assist us. Yeah, you can't imagine how shocked I was to see Don Paolo step out of the Layton disguise. Oh, I'm very glad I hit that mute in time. It's freaking sneezing. Ugh. Haha, that's life for you, Luke. You never know what surprises may await you around the corner. Let's be off. Professor! Luke! Welcome back! I'm glad you're both safe! The same to you, dear. Hopefully getting out of the pagoda wasn't too difficult for you. Not at all. Big Luke was kind enough to lead the way. Say, speaking of Big Luke, where is he? Oh, well, when we got back, a mustache man was waiting down the lobby. A man with a mustache? Was he dressed in black? Yes, that's right. He had a black uniform. That sounds like Shipley to me. Whoever he was, he walked right up to Luke and started talking fast and furious. At some point during the conversation, Luke got a troubled look on his face and said, Flora, some very important business has come up, and I need to go take care of it immediately. Please tell the professor to carry on with his investigation without me for now. Did he tell you where he was going? No, but he did promise to meet up with back up with us later. Big Luke is even more perceptive than I thought. He knows exactly what our next move is. Professor, is something the matter? I'm just thinking back to what happened earlier. Do you remember who first told us that we had traveled into the future? Well, that'd be Big Luke, I believe. Yes, that's right. You have a visitor, Professor. Oh, who is it? Pardon the sudden intrusion, Layton. Oh, Inspector Chelmy. What can I do for you? I've been thinking about something I saw while running around town. I don't know how to say this. I'm afraid it may sound a bit ridiculous. What's ridiculous? Well, it's just... You know, I could be mistaken, but I'm quite sure of what I saw. Remember our discussion about the explosion at the Institute of Polydimensional Research? Well, a few minutes ago, I'd spotted a woman on the street who looked just like one of the blast victims. He saw the Claire look-alike. Oh my gosh! You're talking about Claire, aren't you? Then you know why I'm so... Yes, Inspector. You're not alone. We've also seen the woman you spoke of. The resemblance she bears to Claire is striking, but it's coincidental. It has to be. Yes, I suppose you're probably right. Forgive me, I wasn't thinking clearly. Well, there's bound to be a logical explanation for this. If the similarity isn't coincidental, perhaps you can check if this woman is some relatives of Claire's. I'll take another look into her file and see if I can find out more about her family. Oh, and by the by, you haven't seen Barton around anywhere, have you? Barton? Nope, can't say I have, sir. I swear if he didn't have me to look out for him, he'd have been sacked from the force ages ago. Of course, I'm rather fond of the fellow. I intend to look out for him, until I retire. But still! At any rate, if you see Barton, tell him his commanding officer is searching for him. Good day. Wow, Chelmy, I didn't realize you cared for Barton so much. That's sweet. So, where's our adventure going to take us next, Professor? Laura, this isn't an adventure, it's an investigation. Can't you try to take it more seriously? I'm taking it very seriously, Luke. I was just excited, that's all. All of us get to go on these kind of, investigations all the time. Plus, you get to be with the Professor day in and out. Yeah, I guess the Professor and I aren't always together. Well, I, for one, am happy to hear your enthusiasm, Flora. The three of us will get to the bottom of this case together. Let's head out. I'd like to see Flora make a really good observation or something. She rarely does, and she kind of lucks into things more so. I want to see her coming up with an observation that neither Luke or the Professor noticed. Oh, heading back out so soon? Yes, we are. By the way, Becky, I've been wondering if there's someone nearby for us to cross the Thames. That's the bridge, but it's quite a long way out beyond Chinatown. Excuse me, sir. Did I hear that you're trying to cross the Thames? Oh, Grandmother, I didn't realize you were awake. There used to be an underground tunnel that could take you across. It went clear under the Thames, and people would just walk on through to the other side. Wow, a tunnel under the river sounds amazing! Unfortunately, once the family gained control, they closed down the tunnel. Seagull might still know a way in, though. Seagull. Oh, do you know him, sir? He's easy to spot with his unibrow, blue hat, and scheming smile. He may have quite the history, though he now spends most of his time down at the black market. Ah, yes, I do believe we've met this friend of yours before. Oh, it's that guy, huh? You remember him, don't you, Luke? Luke? Where'd he go? He was here just a moment ago. Oh, are you two looking for Luke? He walked out of here a second ago. By himself? Where could he possibly be headed? Please excuse us, madam, but I have to go find my friend. Thank you for your information on Seagull. Not at all, sir. We here at the Hotel Duke are always delighted to assist our guests. And you do a wonderful job doing it, madam. I'm worried, Professor. Where could Luke have run off to? I don't know, but I share your concern. It's unlike Luke to take off without so much as a word. Maybe he decided to go on a secret mission of his own, like you when you went to the Towering Pagoda. Well, regardless of his reasons, we shouldn't be out here alone. We need to search for him. Oh, search for little Luke. I know who might know. Oh, you who, friends of Luke? Mr. Gentleman, have you seen my dear sweet Fluky Poo? Oh, hello, Belle. So you haven't seen the boy either. Luke ran off on his own earlier, and I haven't seen him since. What? My Prince Charming has disappeared? Oh, my poor Fluke. I hope nothing's happened to him. No need to worry yet, but if you see him, please let him know that we were looking for him. No need to worry. My hunky chunk of a man is missing. I'll tear this town apart to find him if I must. Don't worry, Fluky, my dear. I'll save you. Oh my. I never would have guessed Belle could run that fast. You're in a different location. That means you have new information. Hello again. Do you need something? Sorry to disturb you, but have you seen the boy I'm always with come by? Oh, the country mouse in the blue hat. Yes, I believe I saw him heading north. He didn't seem lost, so I just let him go. Oh dear, no, I wish I'd said something to him. Not to worry. I'm sure I'll find him soon. Thank you for the information. Alright, so we want to head north. Cars in the future don't look that different from ours. Good observation, Flora. The breeze today is so nice. I wish my hubby would come home from work so we could have a picnic. You have a one-track mind, lady. What is it now, Layton? Have you seen Luke, Inspector? He dashed off on his own just a few moments ago. Strange. He hasn't taken the railway, or I would have seen him. How much I can say for sure. I see. And you must have headed in the direction of the Thames. I thought that boy was joined to you at the hip. Well, I suppose every hatchling has to learn to fly. I'm just a bit concerned as to where he's flown off to. I know the feeling. Barton gets me fretting over him twice a week easy. Of course, Luke's a fair bit brighter than Barton. I wouldn't worry yourself. He'll turn up. Just the same, if you happen to see Luke, please let him know I'm looking for him. Aye. That's where the black market is, isn't it? And that would explain why they all have the wet clothes. The pants and shoes that are wet, because they're going through that tunnel every time. And that's where they are doing the research on the time travel device. Ah, that would make a lot of sense. Why are you here, Luke? Luke, there you are. Oh, hi, Professor. I see you've gone out for a stroll. Do you mind if I join you? No problem. Sorry to run off. I was just thinking. We've had so much fun these last few years. I've gotten so used to going everywhere together. Of course you have. After all, we're the best of friends. It's only natural we spend time together. Dad told me the other day that his job is transferring him. So we'll all be moving. I'm sorry, what? I wasn't aware his father was still alive. Ah, yes. Your father mentioned that to me as well. Tell me, Luke, do you believe that we're true friends? Of course I do! How can you even ask that? Good. Then there's no need to worry. You see, true friends share a special connection. And this connection endures, no matter how far apart they may be separated physically. Distance and time apart are irrelevant to the bond formed by true friendship. Do you follow? I think I do, Professor. Excellent. Let's get back to our investigation. We've many mysteries to solve. Sounds good, Professor. Oh, it's good to see you back in high spirits, my boy. Now tell me, can you guess where we're headed next? After thinking about it a lot, I'm guessing Dimitri fled to wherever he's building a time machine. But the question is where? We already know that this research lab isn't the Towering Pagoda. That's right, so we must return to the clues we're gathering during our investigation of this London. Has anything we've seen around town struck you as suspicious? Oh, you know, I was just thinking about all the men in white coats we bumped into here. Those were lab coats, no doubt about it. Perhaps these men are involved in Dimitri's research. Excellent. Now let's think back just a bit more. We met several men in lab coats around town. Other than the garb, what else do these men all have in common? Of course! They all had wet shoes and pants, so all of them must come from someplace near water. But where? What about the Thames? Maybe they come to this part of town through the underground passage there. Flora? What underground passage? We asked the lady in the hotel how to get across the Thames, and she told us about this tunnel. Wow. Yes, we've met quite a few scientists around town in our time here. Although they haven't been very forthcoming with details, it's clear that where they've been coming from. My suspicion is that these men work at a research facility located near the Thames. and that they came into town to refresh themselves after long hours of research. And you've had this theory the whole time, Professor? It's been a working theory for a while, yes. After all, who goes around in soggy pants? We saw too many men walking around town in that state for me to write the whole thing off as a coincidence. Therefore, I believe this research center is somewhere on the other side of the Thames. Amazing! Clearly, I've still got a long way to go before I can think like you do, Professor. Alright, everyone. We're headed back to the Black Market Bazaar. Why there? If we're trying to get across the Thames, shouldn't we head back to the Riverside area? I'm sure we'll make it there eventually. First, we gotta talk to that man at the bazaar with the unibrow. I think his name was Seagull. Okay, if you say so. So, we will search for Seagull and this black market in just a bit. So get up, stretch, whatever you need to do, be able to keep watching comfortably, and I will be right back.